Welcome everyone to another edition of Living Simply Fun. This is a Chloe edition. While Chloe talks, I will be digging around for some information that I need to find, which not really need to find, it's just something to look around with and etc. etc. So I need to find out what happened to some of my papers and go from there. So I am looking for some documents and that disappeared like a mouse fart. And so Chloe, on the other hand, is going to do a Chloe edition and talk to you about her fears and her worries and whatever. Maybe you guys can understand from her point of view. Me, as I've said in previous videos, basically, I frankly think, that Chloe's going to have to talk to you all, sell you on what she thinks. Thank you.
I am here. Okay, people, this is Chloe Spice. I was just enjoying an avocado, or half of avocado, but the other half of my soup earlier. I bought 5 of them. I got 4 avocados left because we're having tuna tonight. My partner prefers mayonnaise and her tuna to mix with the tuna. I don't really like that idea with tuna. I just don't, mayonnaise and I. So I have my way of making tuna salad. A way, actually, a few family members of me showed me that you could use avocado instead. What you do, instead of mixing mayonnaise with your tuna, instead of mixing mayonnaise with it, you mix avocado instead. It's really good. Especially those of you out there who love avocados. I definitely recommend that. Trying that with tuna. Using that for your tuna salad. I like using it with chicken salad or even ham salad. Egg salad, not so much though. Because egg salad, you do need mayonnaise mixed with mustard. I do like egg salad because I don't taste the mayonnaise in it because there's mustard in it too. But yeah, when it comes to tuna salad, I use avocado instead of mayonnaise. Really good. Really healthy too. And I just love the taste and texture of avocados. It's always been, soothing for me. Mangoes and avocados. I like both. I like mango juices. Mangoes and avocados are awesome. Anyways, I'm here because I want to talk about some concerns I have about what's going on. We don't know what's going on. If there's a second shutdown or not. Nobody's even saying anything. Hell, we keep hearing about this national emergency and martial law, and it's scary. You got a guy in DC who, he doesn't get his way, he'll shut down the government, want to declare martial law. He just wants to get his way, otherwise he throws a tantrum. It's like these drunken idiots out there elected someone with the mental capacity of a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old billionaire. Someone who just mentally stayed 4 most of his whole life. Unless if he unmatured as he aged. But anyways, I've also heard that, I don't know what's going to happen with food stamps, if our state's going to get them or not. We might get them, but I don't think we're going to get them. Honestly, I think this state's, this state doesn't want to continue them. They are deciding because they're scared. They're scared that the government's going to shut down again. They might not have the money. So they're just gonna, from what I believe, the state's pretty much not doing food stamps. We don't know when they'll reopen them. If that's the case, I was thinking just about just tossing my EBT card, just get a job. I'm not applying for disability at this point. I need to survive somehow, and I'm gonna be getting a job. And if I don't make enough at one job, then I'll go pick up a second job just to feed myself.
Maybe you should talk about the finally spill your guts or your opinions also on and finally about the mental system.
The mental system mental system's not great. The mental system's corrupt. It is. It's corrupt to the point where the people are just like all they want to do is milk the cash cow. They don't give a shit about their patients, and they treat their patients like shit. I'm just trying to get a job because I'm done with all this, you know. I'm going to be, and even if they do bring back food stamps, you know they're going to cut a lot of people off of them. They'll bring back food stamps for some people, but other people they'll just say we're cut off of them because they don't have the money. Because you know, if Trump takes them away, or takes all our state's money away, then our state's going to have to decide who stays on, who doesn't. More likely, it's going to be Hispanics who keep them, and people like us lose our food stamps. And if we go in the office, all they could do is probably give us a voucher for food, or a one-time voucher.
Well, that's what they did with one place. But...
And then after that, they won't even help. They probably won't even help us. That's probably what they're doing. They're probably giving Hispanics their food stamps, but people like us.
Actually, no, because if they did that, it's playing favorites. I told you that's what they're doing.
A lot of places do it too. They give them more money than us. They also.
Well, that's why everyone wants the fucking wall built so they can keep these little bastards out.
Yeah, but it's not going to get rid of the ones that are already here sucking up the system. There's too many of them.
Sucking out the system is going to fucking lose anyway.
Yeah, but they're here. They're already here, so. The thing is, the wall's not even going to do anything either because they have other ways of getting in. They'll just still keep going in. Even if we fix it now, the immigration problem, it's too late. They should have fixed it 30 years ago. Ever since the drug war in the 80s, you know, it's because you had rich white Republicans who took advantage of it and let them in because they work for cheap. So the rich white guy decides to hire them. All because he doesn't have to pay them much. And he gets more money for himself to take his kids to Disneyland. He gets to take his wife on a cruise. Probably gets to buy another sports car. And he's getting closer and closer to that goal the more Mexicans he hires over people like us. People like us, he doesn't want people like us working for him because he doesn't want to pay us the wage we fought for. He'd rather pay Mexicans because they don't ask for much. That's what the rich white guy does. It's, you know, they always play favorites. In the States, unfortunately, those rich white guys who have Mexicans working for them, they'll even pay the states to keep them on food stamps over us. And to give them more. They put them as a priority. So, if they had to cut people off food stamps, it'd be people like us getting cut off first. And especially LGBT, they'll be doing that. Them be doing the LGBT community first. People of color that are not Hispanic. Then after that, it'll be the white population. Then after that, just Hispanics on food stamps. So yeah, I'm getting a job because I can't rely on this. I can't. I'm getting a job so I don't have to worry about food stamps coming in. All I have to do is, if I get a good enough job, I have money for food. I'll just take $200 out what I have left after I pay bills. Of the money I have left, I'll take $200 out of that for food for a month. Or $100 out of if it's a bi-weekly pay, which more likely it'll be. I'll just take $100 out of each paycheck and put it towards food for a couple weeks. 2 weeks worth of food. But yeah, I was also worried because I heard Colorado has pretty much taken trans health care off of Medicaid in their state. Even hormones, I heard. Got me worried because someone kept saying that Trump's trying to enforce it nationwide, and if they don't comply with Trump, he'll start Medicaid from those states. Didn't you say that, Love?
That's what my sister said.
She said that if the states don't comply with Trump's demands, he'll strip them.
Something like that, yes. Unfortunately, it's not good because she said trans healthcare is going to be taken off soon. She works in the medical field, so she knows what she's talking about.
So it's like being taken off, even in the state, it'll be taken off.
Could be, is what she said. All states. He's trying to cripple it. She supports it, I think.
Do you really think that in the next year it'll be taken away?
No, because this year it's covered. Maybe next year. Or in 2021 when there's a new president. I mean, literally, I don't know. All I can tell you is what I heard.
But Teddy's certain it'll happen.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Why? Because they talked to her about it?
She works in the medical field providing for insurance companies. So she knows more than we do.
So even like the big insurance company that's not Medicaid are doing it too.
Well, most of the insurance companies, like Molina, basically are contractors with the states now. So she's just a broker. But she knows what's going down the pipe.
Well, I'm not going to lose my...
Not this year,
No. I told you that you could also get around with the Aldactone because it's not a transgender med.
Yeah.
Isn't it right? Is it a transgender med? Or is it not?
It's for high blood pressure.
So they
Everyone
can
knows that.
So they can still prescribe it to me if
Yes,
they take it off the
can
trans.
prescribe it to you, but you're not going to lose your health care this year.
I'm worried about next year.
Well, next year you're covered till 2020 anyway.
Yeah, I'm worried about next year, 2020, if it's not on there, then what?
It will be. The state's not taking it away.
Yeah.
Unless there's some grand poobah does something about it, then we'll know.
Well, if he, he's having a hard time doing this stuff anyways, at this point. That's why he's throwing tantrums in the White House.
Well, let him.
He can't, every policy he's been trying to, we were worried we were going to be erased right before midterms.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen because lame duck session right there.
Yes.
And, Pelosi's not going to let him erase us. And he threw a fit about it. And then he wanted the wall, and now he shut down the government over it. I mean, if this state will still cover it and Trump doesn't want the state to, he'll cut the state off.
No, we can't cut the state off. They just raise taxes. That's what happened.
A lot of blue states will. A lot of states these days, even red states are raising taxes anyways. Blue states are because they're making sure we're all treated equally, but the red states are taxing the shit out of people too because they're putting all those tax dollars to the wealthy. That's why the wealthy live in red states. A lot of the rich people move to red states because they get everyone's tax dollars.
Yeah. It happens.
Like, our tax dollars in Phoenix, you know where a lot of that went to? It went to address people that lived in Scottsdale and Paradise Valley and Fountain Hills. They were getting all of our tax dollars, and it went towards them having Disney cruises and all that. I'm like, dude, I work for your Disney cruise. I mean, that could have been money I could have bought a little extra food for myself, or money I could have piled up on in case of, something bad happened. I'd at least have money to fall back on, or money I could have used to at least get a car so I didn't have to rely on the shitty bus system. I mean, now in Arizona I wasn't worried about, losing trans health care. I was worried about other things like, they're threatening to take away transit. I'm like, dude, I don't have a car. Like, they're threatening to cut off some routes. I'm like, I was afraid that one of our routes are going to be cut off, and I'm like, dude, in this heat, can't have that happen, especially going to work, There are times when we ended work at night, we were afraid that the driver of the first bus route we took was going to get to the station late, and we were going to miss our last connecting bus home. It happened a few times because the driver was late, we were stranded. And we were not happy. Tara and I, we were yelling. We were screaming. We were saying every cuss word in the book because we were both unhappy. We understood that we were stranded in the heat at night. we were both, you know, unhappy. Oh, and eventually that guy got fired too. One time, there's another guy. He was being late. He was being slow, being lazy, and we were calling him out on shit. Or we were actually talking about how lazy he is. He heard us. So anyway, he did. He decided to stop the bus, act like he was checking it. But what he did is hid behind the bus on his phone, talking to one of his friends about how he doesn't like us and how he said all thanks to Obama who lets them talk shit about us and Obama has no respect for workers. That's why I hope Trump or Cruz gets in so he can put these people in their place. Yeah, Trump doesn't care about workers like them anyways. He doesn't care about us either. He doesn't care about anyone. And they wanted to blame Obama for making them have to listen to people like us complain about them. No. Actually, Democrats actually support more of their work rights than they realize. They have work unions that protect them. Republicans want to take it away because they want the wealthy to be able to monopolize on the employment system. Where Democrats, you know, they have work unions, but as you know, a lot of us, you know, who have Democratic views, like me, I say work unions should only be in certain jobs, not every job. Some jobs you shouldn't have a union, especially jobs where the employees are taking advantage of it. I mean, I think unions are necessary for people who need it, but in jobs where people do nothing but use it and abuse it and take advantage of it, that's where they should take the unions out. And tell them, hey, you guys took advantage and you guys abused the system of the union, so we're taking your union away. And bus drivers in Arizona and Phoenix taking advantage of their union so they could be lazy, they could be rude to us. Hell, there are bus drivers who said bad words to us, insulted us, telling us to sit the F down, and one of them was like, get off the bus now, get off my effing bus. And they grabbed a passenger. Like, I was like, dude. Hell, even one of them actually called a black guy an N-word. And this person wore a Confederate hat. I'm like, dude, seriously. Because the owner of the Transit in Phoenix Valley Metro, at the time, didn't give a shit. All he wanted was make more and more money. And he was more focused on trying to buy another city's transit system. He didn't really pay any attention to the problems going on in Valley Metro because he's too wrapped up in buttering up the directors and the directors of another city's transit system, because he was looking to pretty much, you know, playing with their minds, and he's pretty much going to blindly lead them to selling him their transit. He's trying to blindfoldly buy out the transit in San Diego.
So, how does this affect on,
He took money out of the Phoenix bus system.
Okay.
And the money that was to get new buses and to also retrain the employees, he was going to use that to buy out San Diego's bus system. He got caught and got canned. Because the San Diego bus system realized what he was doing and they reported him, he got canned, and then Phoenix had a new bus supervisor who, after that, all the rude drivers, all the lazy drivers, they all got fired. And they were hiring like crazy. Anyways, back to the story. My fears is losing care on Medicaid. if they do take it off Medicaid next year, I just hope I have a job by then to cover for the hormones. Which I think I'll be able to cover hormones, no doubt. Rent here will probably be it'll be a good price here, but I'd have to pay at least $600 on my part. If I get a $1,200 paycheck or $1,800, if I get a $1,500 paycheck monthly or $50 a month, $1,500 a month. 600 goes to rent. Okay, got that's 13. I mean 900 left, but no, yeah, 900 left. 200 to 300 might go to groceries. 200 for sure, but maybe 300 because I might want to eat healthier. Not just ramen every night.
Oh, really? Complain about it.
I mean,
I try to buy food, but you know what people say about me. And this is just from you, and you know this.
If I get a job, I'll be.
No. I'm talking about my income for a second here in this video. You know them. They say that I should be buying all the meat from the meat man and eating it all myself and leaving you go hungry if you didn't earn it. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I have plans to make it up to you actually. Okay, so if that's 300 out, I get 600 left. If I have to do hormones and say it's $100, okay, then I got 500 left. Let's say I have to pay for electricity. How much is electric a month?
Currently it's $200 a month.
So I pay 100. That takes me down to 400. $400. I'm correct, $400. Internet. What about 200?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got $300 left. Let's just say, because I already did the rent, food, electric, hormones, internet, because we would like to have internet back eventually. Let's just say I'm gonna have fun with this and throw a car in there. No? You don't have to pay for the insurance for the car. Because of the fact that I'll be driving it, I'll probably be the primary insurance payer. I mean, my name on the insurance because I'd be driving it. You can put your name on insurance if you don't have a license. So,
plan to drive.
I mean, if you want to help out with that, I mean, you can, but I wouldn't be asking you to. Maybe give me 200. And then, well, work's wouldn't be that far, so I won't worry much about gas much. Not like when I used to live out in eastern Ohio. That I had to worry about gas because driving a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive does take up gas. So twice a week I had to go to a gas station and fill up. Had to go to a gas station. When I worked at Cabela's or Cheddar, I always went to Sheetz. Because they had a menu right there. Because most times, on my way home, I'd also be hungry, so get gas and get my food at Sheetz. But when I worked at Kroger's, we didn't have a Sheetz on the way, so I just went to whatever gas station was available. It could have been, Marathon, Chevron, Valero, we had BP.
I've been to Marathon many times.
We also had Shell. Speedway. That's an Ohio chain. Every time
Shell, been to BP.
Oh yeah, we got Sheetz out there, like everywhere. Starfire, Sunoco. We don't have AM/PM. No, that's a West Coast thing. They're actually a San Diego chain. They spread throughout the entire West Coast.
Yeah, but Arco is a subsidiary of BP.
Yeah, they have their little headquarters in San Diego. We only have BP though on the East Coast, and they are a little more rare than they used to be. BP because of disaster.
Same with Exxon. They're getting very, very few around.
Yeah, Exxon took a hit. We had them too. We
But
also
out here we have Shell everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
On the island.
we also have out where I lived, we had a very few Circle K's, which it's always been like that. We didn't have much Circle K's, but we had a few. But we weren't like now Phoenix, Arizona, Circle K's everywhere because
Mhm.
Circle K is headquartered in Phoenix.
Well, I know Circle K's up here too. I've been to many of them.
Yeah, you know they started in Phoenix though.
We had one in Moses Lake that was rare.
It was like New England has Dunkin' Donuts everywhere.
Oh yeah, we used to have Winchell's and Dunkin' everywhere.
Oh, Dunkin's all over New England. You know why? It's a New England thing. They started in New England.
Well, I prefer Winchell's, but there are like only 174 nationwide now.
See, the San Diego fast food chain Jack in the Box. There are very few where we live, but they're only on the West Virginia side. We didn't have any on the Ohio side. They're just on the West Virginia side. There's one.
Well, up in Cleveland,
In Wheeling.
all over.
Jack in the Box? We only had one in Wheeling. There are none in Pittsburgh.
And in Cleveland, the Dairy Queens usually served frozen sweets instead of burgers.
Oh, no. Out where we're from? Where I live? A lot of our Dairy Queens had the whole fast food menu, especially even in Raylan. The Raylan Dairy Queen had a whole fast food menu.
I used to love the Ultimate Burger, but they don't even make those anymore.
I remember when we were in high school, like after high school, we would drive over to Dairy Queen and get some stuff from Dairy Queen, like right after, because we weren't that far from a Dairy Queen out of high school.
The other places that are very rare is that Quiznos nowadays.
Oh yeah, they're rare. In our area, Hardee's is rare. Carl's Jr. Hardee's. We had one in Wheeling that was still operating.
I saw.
We used to have a lot of Hardee's all over. But when Carl Jr. brought them out, they shut all but the one in Wheeling down.
Hardee's
the one in Wheeling, they
over
converted.
Cleveland.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh too, but Wheeling has one Hardee's. Oh,
Winston's is good too, like for burgers.
Wheeling also has only one 7-Eleven in their downtown area, and it's not a gas station either, it's just a convenience store.
Well, I prefer sending Chloe out to the 7-Eleven in Spokane for hot dogs. Well, one of these days I gotta go get some hot dogs from the one in Anacortes.
Oh, I used to live next door to a 7-Eleven in Mesa. Here's our apartment, right here. And then
reminds me of my sister.
and then there's a little parking lot next door to it that has 7-Eleven.
Well, my sister was next door to Arco A&M. I should go there and get gut bombs all the time to eat.
I'm sorry, but that San Diego gas chain is nowhere as good as 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven kicks ass because they had those little mini tacos, those fiery hot ones I get all the time at 7-Eleven. Oh, and the breakfast empanadas are good at 7-Eleven.
Well, when I grew up, they didn't have breakfast foods. They had hot dogs throughout the day.
Yeah, breakfast is a new thing they had. But I remember when I lived in Wheeling, near Wheeling, West Virginia, right? We always went to 7-Eleven. I remember I got high once, and I was driving through Wheeling not knowing where I was. I thought I was in a completely different town. I thought I was in Tiltonville or Yorkville, Ohio, and I was like on Wheeling Island, not even realizing it. And then finally I came to my senses and went to 7-Eleven. I bought a shitload of corn dogs and just scarfed them down because I had the munchies.
Yeah, somebody used to tell me about munchies.
Oh yeah, when you get high, you get the munchies, and oh my goodness. When I was at the How House, we were just a walk away from a 7-Eleven. They're all over Phoenix, 7-Eleven. They're ran by Hindus, though, in Phoenix. And, the franchise in Phoenix, that's why. Like, the one that I went to in Wheeling, that one's actually part of the main chain. Let's see, they have Sonic every now and then.
Yeah, latest one was in Wenatchee, but I don't know if there's anything out here. I know there probably is. It's just, I don't go to. I do like Taco Bell from time to time.
No, we had a good bit of chain businesses in the Wheeling area. Even though it's a small city, we had good chains. Now, Steubenville, no. They didn't really have much in Steubenville. It was a dying town, but Wheeling area did. Only because, the main reason is because the Interstate 70 goes right through Wheeling. And they got a lot of people traveling across the country to go through Wheeling. Because,
I'm gonna go to the other room.
I mean, if you want to go from New York to LA, the I-70 is like one of the most popular ways to go from New York to LA. Or if you want to go from Boston to San Diego, a lot of them take the I-70 and they pass right through the Upper Ohio Valley. That's pretty much what keeps them in better business because they have a much busier interstate that goes through there, the 70. Well, when you get into Wheeling, a lot of the people traveling through go on the 470 bypass because they don't want to go through Wheeling Tunnel. Especially a lot of truckers take the 470. But yeah. I mean, Steubenville, all you have is the US Highway 22, and you go westbound on 22, it goes to the town of Cadiz, and then becomes a 2-lane road. But for Steubenville people, if they go eastbound, it's a straight shot to Pittsburgh. You want to say something?
Yeah, this video was designed to talk about landmarks and food and stuff, or was there a purpose of this video?
I heard some purpose about the Medicaid and shit.
And food stamps, yes.
Yes, we're not gonna get them next month. They're done with them. Washington's done with food stamps. Unless you're Hispanic.
No, that's not true. We'll get a letter in the mail soon saying that they're reactivated.
I haven't come in mail.
Hmm?
They would have been here by now if I was gonna get them. Why do you think I'm getting a job? Because I don't have food stamps anymore. We'll check Wednesday to see if they're gonna reload. If not, then yeah, I have to get a job because disability is not gonna be for me because I'm already screwed on that.
Yeah, well, I've spoken about it, but I can speak again, or you can speak about it.
I mean, if I worked, I'm just gonna have to work again, and it won't be much of a problem as long as I can get the mental help I need to keep the job. I'll find something on the island. If I look hard enough. Hell, I'll even take a job at Roche Harbor if there is one. And I'll just walk the whole way. I don't care. Walked that far before.
10 miles?
Yeah.
That's in bicycle.
Yeah. I rode a bicycle from central Phoenix, northern Phoenix, all the way out towards Scottsdale on the way to Fountain Hills. And that's a distance, especially in the hot sun. I used to work out fries. Okay, interesting route though, because I went through a golf course at times. Shortcut.
But yeah, anyways, when it comes to disability, they screw you over left and right.
Yep.
And then, Chloe thinks getting on meds before getting a job might be an option.
That could be a really good option, actually. At least I won't flip out on a boss or argue with them. If I'm on those meds, if they give me shit, I'll just put up with it. Just do my job anyways. To the best of my abilities. Because I just can't sit around waiting for disability. Even if I had a chance, I'm not going to sit around any longer. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sitting around. I want to fucking get an income, even if I have to work for it. Plus, even if I'm on disability, the fact I'm sitting around all day, it's not really going to do me any good.
Well, yeah, and like I said, going through and proofreading all your medical records, it isn't doing me any good because every time I turn around, it kind of makes me insane because what do you have? I mean, they give you 9 of the serious mental illnesses, so which one is it?
They won't tell because they don't want me to win. So they've won, but I'll win too because I'll win by getting a job. I'm not worrying about the shit anymore. And I'll just try to keep the job this time around. Maybe one day when I get really old, I'll retire.
So I guess March 1st we'll be going into town and we can swing by the hospital and give them a fake you.
Yeah, and then once I get things situated, I'll be doing my job search.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to come up with a new resume though. Might have to see if there's anyone online who can help me with a resume. I'm sure there's people who can. So, that's pretty much all I had to talk about, really. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit like and subscribe. And, you can leave comments, but please keep them, you know.
Please subscribe, please post comments, please feedback, suggestions, just keep nice is all we ask.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe and bell notification to get new content and new videos. Thanks for watching. Enjoy every puff.
Yes, every single podcast.